Christmas is still a couple of days away, but it looks like it came early for us PlayStation Plus owners with the PlayStation Plus games for January 2022. Doesn't sound right to say 2022 just yet. January 2022 have been leaked again on the internet. This is another reliable leak by D-Labs, the same guys that have leaked PlayStation Plus for like December, November, October. So it is pretty much confirmed at this point that these are going to be the games for January 2022. And PlayStation Plus for January is kind of a big deal this month. They're doing something that they have never done before, and I'm super excited for it, and I hope it becomes a trend in 2022. Before we go on with the rest of the video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give me an enormous Christmas gift and hit the subscribe button down below. Even if this is the first video you've seen of mine, it would really help me out as a YouTuber and a content creator if you would hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. I promise I will keep making good content for you. Okay, same as last month, D-Labs have leaked PlayStation Plus's games yet again. I don't know what the deal is with these D-Labs guys and leaking stuff. They leaked sales and Plus games and Xbox Gold games and things like that. So they obviously get access to the offers a little bit earlier than everyone else on the market. You guys probably don't care about any of that. You just want to care about the games are. The interesting thing about that as well is that we're actually getting 2 PlayStation 5 games for the first time ever on PlayStation Plus, which is a kind of a big deal. I hope this becomes a regular thing going into 2022, and maybe it's part of Sony's new strategy for next year that they'll do 2 PS5 games as well as the PS4 games. So they're treating the PlayStation 5 audience maybe a little bit better as well. Okay, let's start with the PlayStation 4 game. This is only on PS4. This is Persona 5 Strikers. This is the first of the PS4 games. Persona 5 Strikers is a spin-off Persona game based on the original Persona franchise. It's actually called P5 Strikers because it's set in the Persona 5 universe, not just Persona universe. It doesn't really matter for most people. Persona is a massive JRPG if you're a JRPG fan, and this is a Musou style game. Now, if you don't know what that means, a Musou game is basically when you're tasked at killing a ton of enemies really quickly. Hack and slash style game. These are, like examples of this are the Dynasty Warriors games. Those are classic Musou style games. The One Piece Pirate Warriors games, the Dragon Age Warriors games. These are all Musou style games. Essentially, you'll get surrounded by hundreds of enemies and you can kind of take them out in a single hit. The idea is that you just kill enemies for fodder and like level up. And you have similar JRPG mechanics in there as well as, you know, there's a narrative and a story and things like that to it. But they're normally a lot more basic to produce. In fact, there was actually a Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors, I think, was a Musou style game as well if you're a Nintendo Switch or Wii U fan. I don't think there's any Wii U fans here. Persona 5 Strikers looks pretty good. I actually haven't played it. I was really keen to check it out when it launched because I do enjoy Persona 5, so I was kind of keen to play this. And it does have side story elements that go along with Persona as well, so I'm kind of interested to check this out. I think it's an okay addition. It's probably not a super mainstream title though, so it's not going to appeal to everybody, but you know, it's okay. The second game is Dirt 5. This is on both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. I have actually played this game on the PS5 and I did really enjoy it. The Dirt franchise focuses on arcade rally style racing. It definitely leans much more heavily into the wacky physics and arcadey style. Even though it does have some simmy elements in there, it's definitely not a sim game. It is more arcadey. This franchise is really cool, it's really stylish, and it's executed incredibly well by the developer Codemasters, who at this point are probably at the peak in terms of racing games on consoles. I enjoyed this one. It had some really cool haptic feedback features on the PlayStation 5, which were gimmicky, but kind of fun and satisfying to use at the same time. I do recommend this one if you're into racing games, you're looking for a bit of a palate cleanse to break up the monotony of kind of the same third-person action-adventure open-world games that you guys have probably been playing all year. Putting a racing game in there is kind of fun. It's cool. It's got a good soundtrack as well, which gets a thumbs up from me. And the final game for PlayStation Plus is called Deep Rock Galactic. This is both a PS4 and a PS5 game again, so those are our 2 PS5 games. The strapline saying Danger, Darkness, Dwarves, and it looks to be a first-person game where you play as a dwarf, which actually looks very cool. Now, this game has been released previously. It's been on PC as well as the Xbox One, where it came out last year, I believe. It's just making its way to Sony and PlayStation consoles now. I'm guessing there was some sort of exclusivity deal there with Microsoft. The game is a first-person 4-player co-op game, so you can play it with your buddies and explore this procedurally generated mining cave system, basically, as dwarves, which is kind of something that's unexplored a lot in games. The game actually reminds me quite a bit of a game like No Man's Sky, where you're getting this procedurally generated open world that you can play with a friend, and you kind of have to explore it and scavenge and do things like that. The game is purely a PvE focused game. There is no PvP elements in there, so I know that will be disappointing for some people because I know a lot of you guys do like PvP, but if you're looking for a fun co-op game to play with your friends, this one actually looks pretty good. I literally had never heard of this game before I saw the PlayStation Plus leaks today. I'd done a bit of research on it this morning before making this video, and I'm kind of keen to check this one out. I'm hoping that Matt Wilson 15 and Large Schneebly will be interested in platinuming this one with me, hopefully in the new year as well. Okay, so our 3 games are Deep Rock Galactic on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, Dirt 5 on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, and Persona 5 Strikers on the PlayStation 4. So PS4 users are getting technically 3 games. PlayStation 5 users are getting, well, I get 2 games technically for the PS5, but actually 5 games if you count the PS4 versions of those games. So you're actually getting decent value here. Where do I think this comes down? Well, for January, I think this is a pretty weak starting month for January. I would hope that PlayStation Plus in January would be completely refreshed and something new. And I would have hoped for them to come up maybe with something a bit bigger, probably a bigger AAA game to swing in the new year with. So it's kind of a bit disappointing we don't have that. But I think this is a pretty solid month in terms of what we're actually getting. I'm saying maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10 in terms of my overall PlayStation Plus January 22 score. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this month's lineup. Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it? Curious to get everyone's thoughts. And I'm most excited, I guess, about the fact that we're getting additional PlayStation 5 games. As a PS5 user, we haven't been getting that many. And I know it's a shame for the PS4 owners because they're like, well, we want more PS4 games, but you know, for the PS5 owners, we're paying the same amount, but we're not getting any additional content either. So it's really good to see Sony finally allowing us to have that. And if they can continue to provide those games to PS4 owners as well, I think it wins in both camps. So I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you did like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see who made the Platinum Trophy Nice List this year. Merry Christmas to all my Patreons and channel members, my favorite people in the world. And thank you so very much for supporting the YouTube channel this month. Each and every one of you guys over here next to me is on my nice list this year for Christmas. So thank you very much for supporting the Platinum Trophy and keeping the YouTube channel's lights on. If you too want to be added to my nice list, you can do the same thing by joining Patreon in the link in the description down below. $1 honestly helps this channel out enormously. Alternatively, you can join the channel and become a channel member by hitting the join button just below this video. Joining the channel gives you an additional flex because it gives you special emotes to use in chat. It gives you priority during live streams, and it gives you a little Platinum Trophy symbol next to your name. Thank you everyone for a fantastic 2021, and thank you for all your support in helping me keep this YouTube channel going. I cannot wait for 2022.